Introduction. Saladin, born in 1137 in Tikrit, Iraq, was one of the most significant figures in Islamic history. Born into a Kurdish family, he was raised in a military and political environment. From a young age, Saladin showed exceptional intelligence and leadership skills. In this video, we'll dive into his life story, from his early days to his role in recapturing Jerusalem and his noble conduct with his enemies. Early life, 1137 to 1169. Saladin was born into a notable Kurdish family in Tikrit and raised in Damascus. He received a high level of education, studying Islamic law and military strategy. His military training began under the command of Nur al-Din Zangi, ruler of the Zengid dynasty in Syria. Saladin soon distinguished himself as a capable commander, and after being sent to Egypt to lead the campaign against the Fatimids, he succeeded in uniting both Egypt and Syria under one banner, setting the stage for his future leadership. Rise to power and unification of the Islamic world, 1169 to 1187. After uniting Egypt and Syria, Saladin emerged as a leading figure in the Islamic world, working tirelessly to unite the Muslim factions under his leadership to face the Crusaders. His efforts led to a series of victories along the coastal cities, pushing back the Crusaders. Saladin's leadership skills became evident as he built a formidable army and established strong military bases to repel future Crusader invasions. The Battle of Hattin, 1187. The Battle of Hattin was one of Saladin's greatest military achievements. In this decisive battle, Saladin's forces defeated the Crusader army led by Guy de Lusignan, king of Jerusalem. The victory opened the door to the recapture of Jerusalem, a momentous event in Islamic history. Saladin's tactical brilliance and ability to exploit the situation allowed him to secure one of the most important victories of the time. Recapture of Jerusalem, 1187. In October 1187, Saladin entered Jerusalem, reclaiming it after 88 years of Crusader rule. Despite the city's significance to both sides, Saladin showed mercy by allowing the Crusaders to leave peacefully. His decision to avoid violence and revenge gained him immense respect, even from his enemies. Saladin's conduct highlighted his commitment to justice and religious tolerance, allowing Christians and Jews to continue practicing their faiths freely in the city. The later Crusades, 1189 to 1192. Following the recapture of Jerusalem, the Third Crusade began, led by Richard the Lionheart. Despite intense battles, Saladin and Richard developed a mutual respect for each other. In the end, they reached an agreement that allowed Christian pilgrims to visit Jerusalem freely while keeping the city under Muslim control. Character and conduct. Saladin's character was marked by his high moral standards and noble behavior, both in war and peace. He was known for his chivalry and preferred negotiation over violence. Even his enemies admired his sense of honor. A devout Muslim, Saladin maintained his religious practices and encouraged his army to adhere to Islamic ethics. Death and legacy, 1193. On March 4, 1193, Saladin passed away in Damascus after dedicating his life to defending Islam and reclaiming the Holy Lands. His legacy, however, lived on for centuries. Saladin was not just a military leader, but a symbol of unity, tolerance, and wisdom. His impact on both Islamic and global history remains profound. Conclusion: Saladin remains an inspirational figure, showing that true strength lies not only in military prowess, but also in moral integrity and wisdom. His story is not just about battles and victories, but also about building peace and uniting people. His legacy continues to resonate as one of the greatest leaders the world has ever seen.